A lot of these sort of financial explainer pieces we do are to sort of reinforce that you can't confuse things getting better with things being all better. The latest inflation numbers came out this week, and once again, in no way are the numbers good, but are they getting better or worse? Well, that turns out to be a matter of perspective. Usually, inflation is expressed as a yearly change. At any given time, what are prices relative to what they were 1 year earlier? Well, the blue line is what you want to look at. Heading in the right direction. In February, they were 6% higher than they were last February. That's the lowest that number has been since September of 2021. That's the good news. The bad news is it's still far higher than the federal government's target rate of 2% a year and higher than the pre-pandemic average of 2014 through 2019, which was 1.5%. I put that there in orange as a comparison. But remember, this is a rolling average. So lately, each time we've been adding a new month on this end, you're taking away a month on the back end, a month that was right during our worst inflationary period in 40 years. So this number isn't necessarily coming down because things are good, they're just not as bad as they were. So are things getting better in the near term? That's what we're looking at here. There are some mixed signals, but the last 2 months over here haven't exactly been spectacular. When you look at month-over-month changes, inflation rose 0.5% in January and then 0.4% in February. Both of those are more than 3 times higher than their pre-pandemic averages, which once again I put here in orange. So why the big rise last month? Well, the Bureau of Labor Statistics said rises in the cost of shelter accounted for a whopping 70% of the rise. And you can see why. Before the pandemic here, the yearly change averaged 3% and was often below that during the early part of the pandemic. But last month, we hit an 8% year-over-year change, and there's not even a hint that that rise is slowing down anytime soon.